Hey guys, what's up people of the world? This is Mixed Pinoy Cowboy. Ang cowboy na mahilig mag-exercise pero tamad pumunta sa gym. Another day, another workout, and this is our day 112 fitness challenge. So in today's video, we'll be doing kettlebell workout. So it's going to be a full body kettlebell exercises for you today. So if you're ready, I'm ready. Let's get it on, guys.
Starting off with swings. So feet are about shoulder width apart. We hinge at hips, 2 hands on the kettlebell. We hike it up just below the crotch, and then we extend at the hips to thrust that kettlebell up. So we hinge at the hips and extend the hips forward to thrust the kettlebell up, just a slight bend in the knees. Arms are just along for the ride. All the power is going to come from your hips, from extending your hips forward. Nice sharp. Exhale as you swing forward, and then inhale on the way down. Do this exercise for 12 repetitions for 2 rounds. Next up, we're going to do some overhead presses using both hands. Thumbs go through between the handle and lift it up. You can see here those thumbs will stop the kettlebell from falling back on you. Now we're going to extend fully above the head. Keep a nice strong base. So feet planted slightly, bending the knees, core engaged, nice and slow controlled movement. Just making sure to have a good grip on that kettlebell. Do this exercise for 12 repetitions for 2 rounds. Goblet squat next, so working legs. Holding by the horns like this, we keep the kettlebell in front of the chest, then we send the hips down for a nice low goblet squat. So hips are going back like you're sitting down in a chair. Knees tracking over the toes, looking forward, keeping the core engaged as we go down. Just go down as far as feels comfortable for you. Do this exercise for 12 repetitions for 2 rounds. Crush push-up. So what we're going to do is just push that kettlebell forward so the handle is facing away from you. Both hands on the kettlebell. And we're going to do some push-ups. If these are too challenging, then just do some regular push-ups without the kettlebell. This exercise tends to put more emphasis on the triceps. Just see how you feel today and make whatever variations that you need to feel comfortable. Do this exercise for 12 repetitions for 2 rounds. Now we're doing some cleans. Single arm swing. We're going to bring that kettlebell up and we're going to clean it onto the right shoulder in the rack position. Let's focus on our form here, on proper hand insertion in that handle. Trying to think about punching your fist through the gap. Put the hand on the kettlebell, letting it land nice and softly on the forearm, rather than flipping over and bashing it. Keeping the hand towards the midline of the body, protecting the shoulder. Do this exercise for 12 repetitions for 2 rounds. Two parts of this exercise. In the first part are going to be from the dead position, so the kettlebell on the floor. Both hands on the kettlebell with force. We're going to bring that kettlebell up, we hold it by the handles at the sides, and the second part is the goblet curl, and then back down to the floor, so nice high pull, catch the kettlebell, and then a nice slow goblet curl, then back to the floor. Nice dynamic exercise. Do this exercise for 12 repetitions for 2 rounds. Let's get that kettlebell into the rack position. We're going to do thrusters with a single arm. So we come low squat as you come up. Drive that kettlebell fully above the head. Keep that bicep nice and close to the top of each rep. Keep the palm towards the midline of the body when you're in that rack position. Do this exercise for 12 repetitions for 2 rounds. Next up, we've got alternate bent over rows. So take quite a wide stance, or just wider than your shoulders, not too wide. We hinge at the hips and keep a nice neutral spine. Slightly bending the knees, grab the kettlebell with one arm, strong row. Set it down and then switch to the other arm. It's a nice slow control movement, making sure to keep your spine nice and neutral, don't round over at the spine. Do this exercise for 12 repetitions for 2 rounds. Next up, I want you to set the kettlebell down at the end. We're going to work the core and the hip flexes. We keep our feet together. We're going to lean the torso back from a seated position, with control. We're going to lift the legs over the kettlebell, tapping the ground on each side, working the core abs and the hip flexors to lift those legs over the kettlebell. Do this exercise for 12 repetitions for 2 rounds. Next, the single arm swing. Sharp exhale every time you swing. We're hinging at the hips, extending hips forward, generating the force to get the kettlebell. Then switch to the left arm by catching the kettlebell. Swing for 6 repetitions for each arm. Do this exercise for 12 repetitions for 2 rounds. Next up, we've got some deadlift push-ups. What we're going to do is we're going to do a deadlift with both hands set, that kettlebell down, and then send the legs back and go into a push-up on the handle of the kettlebell. Get to a nice rhythm. Just be careful of where the placement of the kettlebell, make sure you don't hit your head. Do this exercise for 12 repetitions for 2 rounds. Next up is the snatches. It involves doing your single arm swing, but I want you to generate more force in that hip extension and get that arm up into an extension over the head. Nice and slow controlled movement. It is quite an advanced kettlebell exercise. Takes a bit of practice for you to feel comfortable to do the exercise. Do this exercise for 12 repetitions for 2 rounds. The tactical lunges. So send a single leg back into that lunge, go down to both knees a nice degree angle, pass the kettlebell from the inside to the outside of the leg, and then we do the same on the opposite side. So we're alternating passing that kettlebell from the inside under and then grabbing it from the outside of each leg. Then we get to a nice rhythm, but with control. Do this exercise for 12 repetitions for 2 rounds. Next up, we're going to isolate the bicep with some goblet curls. So holding the kettlebell by the handles, and then with control, we're going to curl the kettlebell. Strong goblet curls, nice and slow with control. Do this exercise for 12 repetitions for 2 rounds. Next up, single arm floor chest press. Grabbing a kettlebell from the floor, we're going to press that kettlebell up, but for a nice added challenge, you can lift your hips off the floor and then keep the lower body in a bridge position and focus on that chest press. Do this exercise for 12 repetitions for 2 rounds. Now we're going to do some low lunge jumps on the kettlebell. So both hands on the kettlebell, in a plank position, 1 foot forward into that low lunge. And then we're going to jump. We're going to alternate the legs. This exercise is going to be more challenging. Do this exercise for 12 repetitions for 2 rounds. Next up, we got some push presses. So the kettlebell in the rack position from here, we extend above the head. Now what you can do is you can use your legs, so you come down and then you just pump with your legs to assist in getting the kettlebell up to the top. Now of course you don't need to push if you feel strong enough. Go for some regular overhead presses, it will target your shoulders more. Do this exercise for 12 repetitions for 2 rounds. So we're going to work the back one last time with ballistic rows. So feet are a bit wider than shoulders. Soft bending the knees, hinge at the hips. Row the kettlebell up. We're going to pass it to the other hand in the air. Get into a nice rhythm. Keep a nice neutral spine. Do this exercise for 12 repetitions for 2 rounds.
So there you have it, guys. A very nice kettlebell workout for you in this lovely morning. Hope you enjoyed that one. A full body kettlebell exercises. Thank you very much for watching. Once again, this is Lee, Pinoy Cowboy, saying keep on loving and keep on exercising because health is wealth, guys. Paalam.